Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Sean, this is the Game Room, and we're continuing with our Starship Troopers 6mm painting. And what we're going to do next is our Advanced Power Armor Squad. We've done the other two types of squads. We're going to do an Advanced Power Armor Squad, and this is actually very, very easy with how I do it. It's just 4 colors, and I'm going to do it with the sniper. I think update number 4 introduced snipers for both the light infantry and the advanced power armor. So without further ado, let's switch over. So here's our sniper. It's pretty bad, pretty awesome, pretty cool. And we're going to start with contrast militarum green. This is actually really cool to do that. When he's all said and done, he's going to look something like this. Very, very Halo-esque, I think, but I really like how these advanced power armor troopers come out. So we're going to start with the contrast militarum green, then we're going to hit it with a little bit of grim black speed paint. We'll do a quick dry brush of gunmetal and then a very light touch of glittering loot for the mask, and he's going to be done. So this will take all of just a few minutes. We will want to let the contrast dry first, but before we go on, so real quick, this is all we need to do. We're just going to hit the whole model with the militarum green. Make sure you get it in all the nooks, crannies, crevices. How many susses are there? And yeah, these guys are fun to paint, just like so. And we're gonna let that dry. Now, if you're painting a whole bunch, these guys are really easy, really fast to paint up. Okay? Alright, I am going to let this dry for just a moment. I'll be right back. You won't even know we're gone. Okay, with contrast paint dry, or pretty much dry, now we're going to do the black, and the black is really just the gun. And I do the front of the armor and the backpack also, but for this particular one, you're not going to see a whole lot of the front armor, so it's just like right in here that I'm going to hit, and then the gun. And then I also do the backpack. Okay. Now, with that, we're going to let that dry for just a second, and then we're going to come back with our last touches. Okay, so here he is with the black for the armor along the chest, like I said, and on the backpack. Camera zoomed out for some reason, so hopefully you're able to see that, just like it did just now. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is do a quick dry brush, very light, with our gunmetal. And for that, just really over the gun itself. Just to, yeah, you can do the backpack too if you want. Okay, just to give it a little bit of an edge. All right, one more piece and then he's done. Hold on. All right, last thing, we're going to switch over to our smaller brush. This is our Ghost Tiny D, and we're going to use our glittering gold to do that face mask. And Since he's aiming, there's not a whole lot to see, but just get it for the part that you can. Alright. And with that, other than putting him on his base, or finishing off the base, which is, I've been using the desert yellow, and then just cleaning up the base, and then basing it with whatever you're basing all the rest of. I'm using a very light sand, a very small sand. What does that mean? It's very fine. That's what I'm looking for. A very fine sand. And I do the desert yellow first, just to give it a uniform color underneath, so that you don't have, you know, the patchiness, or if the sand doesn't cover well in one area, then you'll have a nice solid color underneath it. And that's why I use the desert yellows, just to give it a little more uniform color underneath before I put the sand on. So another one, so you kind of see like this guy, and while the sand, you know, covered it really well, but it's just in case, you know, you could see anything through. If you look really closely, you can see a little bit, you know, kind of poking through right there, but it kind of just blends in right with the sand. So if that had been dark green or black or something else, then it may not blend as well. So that's why I just paint everything with the desert yellow, and then before I put the sand on. But there you go. That is how I painted all of my advanced power armor troops. Okay, they're all done exactly the same way. Super easy, super simple. Does not require a ton of time. I was running into some technical difficulties. I do apologize, but I had to switch cameras actually. I'm using an iPhone, and I had to switch over to my Android because my iPhone, whatever the software is, that Epoch Pro I was using, won't hold the zoom, which is why it zoomed out all of a sudden, and I did what it said. I uninstalled, I reinstalled. I don't know. I am looking for a better software for my iPhone camera, but I haven't found it yet. So that's all I'm using it for, because it's got a really great camera, and that's it. So anyway, I had to switch over to my Android. Anyway, I hope this helps. I hope you are getting something from these Starship Troopers 6mm painting videos. I'm really trying to get to, life has been kind of slowing things down, but I'm trying to get to a point where I can get this game on the table. I think that's about it for the Terran troops. I do have more bugs to do. We did arachnids. We did the arachnid forces already. I'm going to start working on, I believe, the hoppers next. And I'm really excited to get these done because I've got some great ideas for their bases. And then we'll see what comes after that. So anyway, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, drop a comment down below. I hope this has helped. I hope you're enjoying these videos. And as always, thanks for watching. God bless. Have a great evening. Bye now.